Hey! Shout out Roy Eckel. Shout out Emmanuel. Shout out Adriano. And Coach Ben, I forgot to mention.
If you're wondering why I'm so excited, it's because people are finally sending in their video for the Aperto system, which is a video analysis software that I created that measures athletes' instantaneous velocity from a video you shoot on your cell phone. The software provides individualized metrics and infographics useful for athletes that are looking to keep progressing. It fits into the bigger picture of me training for a meet this summer using the software that I created.
I texted my friend, acquaintance, business, customer from Oberlin College in Ohio, Coach Ben Wash, the legend, about what I've been up to, and he said it was cool. I also know that he had an athlete, Adriano About, who is also training for the Paris 2024 Olympics. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything if you're like public about that, Adriano, but I am telling the world. We have his video. Boom! But there's a few things that went right and there's a few things that went wrong. So he trains at the Armory in New York City and it gets really busy. So that's like one issue that we need to figure out in terms of user experience. Like, how can we make it such that you don't feel weird for telling people to get out of your shot when you're trying to record a video of yourself? The next thing, Adriano was asking me a ton of really good questions that I will discuss. Well, I'll just go down the thread of our discussion. Adriano asks, what do I need to do as far as camera work and spacing? Right now, the cones mark 10 meters. You can have anything in the frame right now because I'm manually setting the scale. I just click 4 times to set the scale. So you can have a water bottle. You can have a shoe. You can have a toothbrush. I don't know, whatever you want. And it will work because I'm the guy who goes in and sets it. But later on, the cones are going to be the standard tool for, computer vision to recognize and set the scale automatically. And then the next question, does it need to be super brightly lit or is a little darkness okay? And to that, I say brightly lit gives much better results because of how camera technology works. The more light that comes into the lens here, or I guess I'm just looking at a lens right now, but the more light that goes in, the more the camera is able to freeze frame and catch you where you are without any blur. He sent me an example video of an unnamed pole vaulter.
Be elastic, like a rubber band.
And on the topic of low light, Emmanuel Ilori, shout out Emmanuel from Ireland, sent me a video of him and his training partner doing some 60-meter flies where they were looking for their speeds near the end of the rep. So it's like they were recording from like 50 to 60 meters at the end. And we found that it's able to work in this super low light condition, which gives me hope for most things. It's just like, is there enough contrast to the background? Yes or no? And, from there, it'll be able to capture whoever's running. Emmanuel actually sent the perfect case of contrast versus no contrast. Emmanuel was wearing all black except for his white shoes, where the software could not recognize where he was in the video. It's just contrast. Make sure you're contrasted, like my white shirt against a dark background. I would be able to be tracked relatively easy if I were running in my room, I guess you could say. I don't know. Also, measuring to 10 meters. Does it have to be 10 meters? No. It could be 13. It could be 9.5. It could be whatever you want, but let's try to keep it 10. So bring your tape measure. And yeah, that's going to be the idea. We want it to be standard. Like, I don't want to have to go in and change it to like 9.3 or whatever it is. But I don't know. If you don't have a measure, whatever. You know what to do. 10 meters. And then Adriano also asked, how does it decide when the runner has started? It looks like it has to be from a static position, ? Kind of. What the software does is measure the raw velocity, so there's no start stop. It's just like wherever you are in the frame, and as you're moving, it'll get your velocity from frame to frame. So you could be stationary and it'll just say 0, and then you move and accelerate and it gets up to 7 or whatever. That's how it works. Then he sent me a video of a high school that he coaches, and it looks like pandemonium in there. It looks like it looks like a parking garage. Actually, a parking garage would be a good place to do this. So there were pillars and chairs everywhere, and that really messed with the software. So that is not really ideal. Just having all that stuff in there, it gets confused when it's looking for the people. Just try not to have anything in front of you so that, you know, your body's being blocked in the shot. It just has to be a clean, sideways, stationary view as the person is just doing their thing. And then Adriano sends me his videos from the Armory. From this perspective, he was too far away, so the video was a little bit blurry. I think it would have worked if he was closer up so that the camera could capture a little bit more sharpness with every step. It's just like, the goal is to have the same angle, the same video, the same frame rate every time that you submit the video to whatever service as it becomes that. Thank you guys for sending in your videos. This is really cool. I never would have expected this to happen, actually, and it just completely blows me away. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're on the fence or you're interested in some degree, share this video with someone who maybe would want to send their videos in, or send the videos in yourself, because, you know, I'm just a guy who's trying to do this thing and give you free stats for now, because I do actually plan to monetize it eventually. It's like I'm trying to build an audience now, and then, you know, I'll say, okay, give me your credit card information. But yeah, me personally, I am training for my first meet this summer. So if you aren't subscribed already, following the journey of Aperto and also myself, just subscribe. You can do it.